guys are live. What's up? Can you grab one too?
I think that's probably the last one.
Probably, yeah. That's fine.
Where's that?
You can even notice. Just know that you're on camera. Yeah, you don't, when you take minutes, you just do it by hand, right? You don't.
Yeah.
As far, no, he said he probably won't be here, but how do you think said that he's definitely not gonna be here?
Well, he said he might not,
Yeah,
so
okay.
who knows?
Been working on your house?
And just about done.
Good.
Still waiting for some things to be delivered. Not quite in there, but we will be in a couple of weeks. I'm slowing down for you, or?
Not really, no. Not at all.
You were out scalping today, right?
Where are they?
Where they are, I was kind of cutting it close to the meeting, so I sold every one of them at the dock and ran.
Wow. Brutal. What's it going rate this year?
We're getting $12.75 at the dock for run, which is, it's a pretty high price. Last year, I think it was 10,
Hmm.
10.50.
Little gallon costing.
108 is what, $12 a pound for now. We'll see.
It was last year's too.
Try to keep it at the same rate the whole year. So that way, if the price goes down or whatever it does, just keep it the same.
No one's accusing you of giving someone else a better rate.
Yeah. All right, I have got 5 o'clock. Called the meeting to order today, Monday, December 7th, 2020. Roll call is Selectman Howdy Goodwin, Mackenzie Jewett, Kevin Buck, myself, Jamie Thurlow, Town Clerk Katie Dandurand, and Town Manager Chris Saunders.
I'll make a motion to excuse Mike Mantisilli from tonight's meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to excuse Mike Manslowly from tonight's meeting. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay, adoption of agenda. Is there anything anyone would like to change on the meeting tonight? Okay, approval of minutes. We have the minutes from Monday, November 9th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of Monday, November 9th, 2020.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes from Monday, November 9th, 2020. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? And how do you abstain? Yep.
Okay.
Okay, approval of warrants. We have warrant 43 for $8,526.85. 44 for $38,764.62. 45 for $8,578.73. 46 for $8,080.13. 47 for $939.90. Warrant 48 for $96,334.10. 49 for $8,941.08. And warrant 50 for $21,802.38.
I'll make a motion to approve warrants 43 through 50.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve warrants 43 through 50. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay. Committee appointments. We have, need to put someone on the comprehensive plan task force from the select board, and we appointed Mike last time, and I think someone made a motion to do Howdy, and I said it's not fair. We should wait until he's here before we throw him under the bus. So,
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll do it.
yeah, okay.
Then I'll make a motion to appoint Howdy Goodwin to the seat on the Comprehensive Plan Task Force expiring June 30th, 2023.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to appoint Howdy Goodwin to a seat on the Comprehensive Plan Task Force expiring June 30th, 2023. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
I don't vote for myself, right?
Ken?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
It's always good to see you really want it.
Yeah. I didn't want them to throw you, they were right
Yeah, you almost
there
didn't
and
have a
throw you
choice,
under the bus. All right, regular business. We have road maintenance. Chris, do you want to summarize?
Is there, sorry, Jamie, is there still library trustees?
I'm sorry?
Oh, never mind. I'm on the wrong, I'm looking at the minutes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's.
I was looking at the second item, so it didn't
Oh,
make sense either.
yeah.
Wrong page.
Do you want to go over the what you have put together for packets, Chris, and
Yes.
kind of explain it, and then
I'd be
we'll.
happy to. So, a previous meeting, I had given you, these fish specs, you had, made some changes to them, and I have had a chance to, put those changes in here. I've also made a few other edits that I pulled it out there. The major ones are that I specified that the work should be done after the road load limits are lifted in the spring. I don't wanna see a heavy pavement truck break up the road as we're trying to pave the road. That seems like it would sort of defeat the purpose. And then I of course, changed the site walk dates and the due date to reflect the new timetable. So they're coming back, they can be back on January 8th, 2021. I've also added a weather delay date in case it's snowing or what have you on the site walk date, and we'll try it again 2 days later. In talking it through with Jamie, I realized that one of the advantages is if you decided to award all three bids to the same bidder, there might be some savings on pavement or just economies of scale. And so, but if it's not necessarily obvious from this that that's the case, and you could theoretically award like the Hodgson to one bidder and the Cape Road one to another bidder. And so I wanted them to have the opportunity to say, if you award two or all three, then they can take off 5% or 2% or whatever it is. So that's, I can explain that. I've added 3 driveway culverts to the Hodgson one. And then the last thing actually came in today is that I received an application to open up a road or a driveway onto the Hodgson Road from one of those properties there. So when a new driveway gets put in, it's actually done at the property owner's expense. And so putting in a new driveway on this, it's a little tricky on how to include them in the bid specs because it shouldn't fall on the town to pay for that new driveway.
Mhm.
But from the property owner's perspective, it's more economical for him to do that when they're there, because they can do the work as part of the larger project, and we can just bill them for it. And if you're fine with that, I'm fine with that. I just have to figure out a way to put that into these bid specs. So anyway, that's sort of where we are on this.
Yeah, I think that it's definitely helpful, because I never thought of it before. I thought we were sending all three of these out together as one, you bid on this as a total.
You could do that
But-
too if you want.
Yeah, but I do agree that we probably do want it broken down, because what if one comes in way higher than we expected and we say, oh, we gotta cut one, so it's probably a good idea, but you should list say someone gets all three jobs and they'll give us 10% off from their individual rate or whatever, just,
Or you could have them price per job and a total price for all three.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be simpler.
Yep.
And as far as putting the culvert in on the bid specs, I can see where that could be a problem.
Yeah.
I would let them know who's going to be doing the job if we award it, and say maybe you want to talk to them.
That would
Yeah,
be
they
good.
can say
Yeah,
that.
they
can figure it out.
That would be the other way to handle it.
Yeah, I would do that, I
well,
think.
less headaches for Chris, I think, on that one.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just, I can see that turning into a horror show somehow.
Yeah.
It should.
Good.
Yes.
Yep.
I see
This
what you
is
mean.
the contractor, here's their number, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
here you go.
The only thing I saw, Chris, on Hodgson Road, you made the change on the height, being in cross section. It didn't show up on the other two.
Oh, goodness.
Again, it makes sense and it looks like that's what you think, but it'd be better to spell it out.
Yeah, no, you're right. I made it on the one and I didn't carry it forward to the other two. Shoot. Well, if that's the only change, I think you can still approve them as
Yeah.
amended,
Mhm.
and I can make that change.
That's the only thing I saw.
Yeah, I thought they looked good.
I make a motion to approve the bid specs for 2021 work for the Hodgson Road as written, and for the south end of the Cape Road and for the Dodge Point Road as amended.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the bid specs for the Hodgson Road and as amended on the south end of the Cape Road and the Dodge Point Road as amended as well. Bid specs for the 2021 road work. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Thanks for taking the time, Chris, too, to put all this together. I know it's quite a bit for you to, it's your first project like that too, so.
Yeah.
All right, budget preparation. This is when we put our want list down.
Give me your wish list.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you some of the things that I already have in there?
Sure.
New things. Oh, I mentioned before the Sealco fish ladder.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put $10,000 in there so that we can match grants and show that the town is some skin in the game. Might be about the only really big one. I'm trying to keep it flat due to economic conditions being what they
Yeah.
are.
If we get some of these road projects done and this year can just get by, if we can just get through this year, it will be a miracle, so.
Mhm.
Is there anything?
I don't have any
of
great
you can
ideas.
Think of?
We talked, I talked with Kevin a little bit, the tent out here is badly in need of repair. We
Oh,
put-
yes, it is,
We
you're right.
put $4,000 into this year's budget, but I don't think that's going to lead to any long-lasting repair. Trying to figure out some interim solutions, but if we wanted to build something like a pole barn, like a basic pole barn to go there that would last a lot longer. That's gonna be I think in the $15,000 range at least.
Just a shed roof to go off that side of the building, just to
Yeah.
put some of that stuff under, but did you buy a new cover yet, or?
I've been looking for a new cover,
Yeah.
and I can't find the original manufacturer of that cover.
Yeah.
And so, one of the ideas, we could have Mike Wagner or another contractor shrink wrap it.
Yep.
And that might last for
You get a few years out of that.
a
don't
couple
you?
of years.
Yeah, I bet you'd get a couple of years out of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how much that would cost.
It's $12 a foot for a boat, I think, or 12 something, so.
I haven't done the geometry to figure out how many square feet.
Well,
You'd
the
be-
thing is, they don't have to build any structure. That's there.
Yeah.
It's,
But
so it should be just material.
I bet you'd be about 1.5 times though because of the width of it.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
it's probably, 30 feet long, I'd say, maybe a little
yeah,
longer.
but I mean,
So,
if you're talking
give you a
few
rough
hundred
idea.
bucks, yeah.
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 Yeah, is it a cover it? What is the actual brand of it, you know, or not?
Oh, the current, I don't know. We've looked at it and it doesn't have any kind of brand on it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you could buy a regular, there's so many different brands of them, but one
Yeah.
size fits all.
Yeah, I was telling Chris that when I built the garage down on Shore Road,
Mhm.
I was surprised how inexpensive the materials were.
Yeah.
Trusses and, pressure treated posts and shingles.
Yeah.
Some plywood.
Well,
I
like,
mean, there's
But
not
right
a
now-
lot to
right
it.
now, the building material is almost doubled, so. it's-
And some of it keeps bouncing around.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. But even-
a sheet of plywood right now is twice as what it was a year ago.
if you, hopefully, a year from now, you could revisit this and we could
Yeah.
get it, but something temporary for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you did on your rental house down there, just a little shed roof, that's what I was thinking with a side on it,
Yeah.
and just have the end open, just to keep stuff out of the weather,
Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
No, I'd say cover it for now.
That's the plan.
I can't think of anything.
Great.
What else is-
It makes my job easier.
Yeah,
I think we should scale back as much as we can for this
Yep.
year.
so we don't even need a motion, because we haven't even had this here list at all. Is that a fast, Chris? All right, next thing on regular business is electing a municipal review committee board of directors. Do you have any info or input on any of the?
I don't know
the
any of them
three there?
personally. I emailed with one of them about minor business to get to know insight,
Mhm.
so. I will tell you though that there's 3 of them and there's 3 seats. You only get to pick one,
Yeah,
but I think they're all 3 gonna get elected, so you don't
Okay.
have to worry too much.
All right,
If we had a 3-sided coin, we could flip it.
yeah.
I make a motion to vote for Melissa Doan. How's that? For the MRC Board of Directors. She's first.
second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to vote for Melissa Doan for the MRC Board of Directors. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
I was bringing as hell.
All right, town manager's report.
All right, it's been a busy month since I last saw you. So a major emphasis over the last 4 weeks has been finalizing the comprehensive plan contract with Hancock County Planning Commission, which I received a fully signed document today. So we are moving ahead. Now that we've got a fully appointed task force, we will start setting up when their first meeting will be. I've really started diving into the FY22 budget work. Very happy to say that David Chambers has now worked for us for a week and he's doing great. Troy's really happy. If you see David around, stop by, introduce yourself. I think he's a great addition to our team. Been attending meetings of the Down East COVID-19 Task Force. And as I'm sure all of you have seen, we received the new mobile message board. It is now posting messages about preventing the spread of COVID-19. I put together a basic calendar for updating it so it doesn't get too stale. If any of you have ideas for things to put on there, please share them with me. I'm sure it's going to get hard to keep thinking of new things. My goal is to try to have it updated at least every 3 weeks or so. So we'll see how we do. Some minor projects going on. I notified all the comprehensive plan task force members that they were appointed, been attending Hancock County Planning Commission meetings. Our office was closed for Veterans Day and Thanksgiving. We renewed our annual pest control contract. We've been planning with Jessica Bass for the ice skating rink setup, and she's recruited a couple volunteers to help us out this year, which is a huge relief. But obviously until today really hasn't been cold enough. So been working with Greg Johnson on survey work for that easement, that on drainage work next to the McEachern and Hutchins property. The survey work showed that it will also require an easement with the other abutter, Tier Nanog. I have contacted the owner of Tier Nanog and he's fine with that easement as well. So it's just a matter of getting all the paperwork together. Prepared those bid specs that you approved tonight. Been researching end of town road signs, planning to put these up on the roads that don't have them. They're, among other things, very helpful for snowplow drivers so they know where to stop and turn around. Then I'm in communications with Misha Mytower about the fish ladder project. Their Maine Coast Heritage Trust is just about ready to start soliciting donations from their general donor base, and they'd like to put up a sign at the sites. There already is a board there, so there'll be some marketing materials up that'll be going up there in the next few weeks. I've had several phone calls with Devin Dean, the attorney who's representing us in the Cousins lawsuit, who you'll be seeing in hopefully a few minutes. I spoke with Pat King about lighthouse parking. He says he'll be working with Acadia National Park and we'll hopefully have an update for me in a couple months. Working with MCM to replace the parking lot lights down here and up the upper lot. I have my regular check-in with Howdy. I have also been having phone calls with Affinity on the streetlights LED replacement. Unfortunately, they had some staff turnover, and despite my frequent phone calls, I found out rather late in the game that my primary point of contact no longer works for them. So it looks like they will not get this done by the December 31st deadline. I have expressed that frustration, and they've apologized and said that they're working to get this fast-tracked. So hopefully we will start to see movement on that in the next few weeks. But like I said, unfortunately, will not be by the original deadline. I have authorized new surveillance cameras to be installed here at the town office. The current ones that we have are really poor quality. They also, the recording system has stopped working, which is not that surprising. It's a very old system. Working with Coastal Computers to see if we can get a better system up and running here. One of the benefits of it is that it will be remotely viewable from any cell phone, which is not something our current system can do. And so our public works foreman can pull up his phone and see what the weather is doing here at the town office, which is a really nice feature. We have the library surplus property deadline. As you can see, there's still a few items that are floating around in here. If you know anyone who wants to put in a bid for those items, it's at this point first come, first served. So by all means. And I did my monthly vending machine audit. Some office staff updates. Our appeals board meeting was postponed to December 17th at the applicant's request. The Jan has been working to get those flexible spending accounts set up. It's also been open enrollment for 2021 benefits. Jan has been making audit entries and staff has been issuing dog licenses. Public works projects going on, lots of storm cleanup, lots of down trees. Like I said, David Chambers started on November 30th. So just onboarding him and getting him through all those required trainings. They did have to go out and treat the roads for a couple storms, doing truck maintenance. They've been helping out Justin with the float haul out. They've done some ditching on Carter and Cape roads, and they helped me set up that new mobile message board. Our harbor master, Justin, has been doing the float haul out, like I mentioned. He has also notified the Seal Cove fishermen that their floats will be coming out on Friday. There's been lots of storm cleanup. He's been helping clear debris from the harbor, a couple pilings washed up near our wharf. He's had a number of broken down boats that he's helped out with, also doing truck maintenance, annual hoist inspections down at the wharf and here at the office, or next to the garage. And then one of the hoists at the wharf did get water into it, so we had to go down and do a repair there. Some priorities over the next few weeks, the FY22 budget work. I'll be continuing on that. I'll also be attending a training on indoor air quality for the winter that MMA is putting on for low-cost ways for town offices to try to limit the spread of COVID-19 without installing $10,000 air handling machines. Continuing to work with the Down East COVID-19 Task Force, also attending Hancock County Planning Commission meetings. I'll be attending a training on how to use that mobile message board. Should be getting the surveillance cameras installed pretty quickly, as well as getting those parking lot lights replaced. We've been accepting nonprofit applications, and I'll continue accepting those applications. And you'll be having that decision before you at your next meeting. And then I'll be doing the site walk of Hodgson, Cape, and Dodge Point roads.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
All right, suggestions for the next meeting? Date of the next meeting.
I'll make a motion to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, December 21st, 2020 at 5 p.m. at the town office.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, December 21st, 2020, 5 p.m. at the town office. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
So before you do this, I'll just tell you, Devin Dean, the attorney, is not logged into the Zoom yet. I wasn't sure exactly how long it would take us to get through these items. I told him to log in about 5:30. So we can pause for 7 minutes, or you can do one of the other executive sessions.
Why don't we just go down to number 2, if that's all right with you?
Fine with me.
We'll go into executive session, land acquisition.
Let me make a motion for you. I make a motion to go into executive session as permitted by 1 MRSA 405.6.c from consideration of acquisition and disposal of real property or property rights therein, since premature disclosure of information would prejudice the competitive or bargaining position of the town.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to enter executive session on land acquisition as read by Kevin. Is there any discussion? Are you both gonna stay for this one, or is Katie it's?
Katie's welcome to stay.
Yeah. Right, yeah, you don't have to, but I just figured I would mention, I knew before you wanted us to mention it if she was.
Yeah, you should. You can if you're wanting to invite her in, you should probably mention that now, and then Katie can incorporate that into the motion.
Okay, I'll add town manager and town clerk to the
Great.
Yep.
participants in the executive session.
Is there any more discussion? All those in favor? Okay. I have 5:24.
Could you hit mute on there, just in case he does come in? All right, so,
Chris.
Just shut the camera off.
thank you.
Yeah.
It's muted, but.